already like done a lot.
It's giving me chills, giving me shivers. It's giving me life. It snatched my edges, held my weave, braided my hair. Like, it's done everything for me. Hi guys, welcome back to LCA. On this week's episode, we're going to be doing a review of the #1 movie right now, which is Black Panther. Hey, hey, hey. Yeah, basically we're going to talk about 10 things that we absolutely loved and adored about the movie, and the reasons why we think it deserves every single bit of hype that it's gotten. But first, a quick disclaimer. There will be spoilers ahead. So the first thing that we absolutely loved about Black Panther is it dealt with real life issues, guys. When Nakia was like undercover and she was like with the girls that have been captured and everything, and it was like a parallel of the Chibok girls in Nigeria and the hashtag Bring Back Our Girls movement. And the whole thing about like Wakanda wanted to be secluded to keep their own like resources to themselves. It could be like, if you think about it, like America and Trump and Make America Great Again, build the wall and that stuff. Like, it dealt with like real life issues.
Yeah, like the UK as well.
Yeah, the
exiting from Brexit.
It's not just a movie. If you actually deep the themes, it was just amazing. Yeah. Also, it dealt with the disparities between Africans and African Americans, and like with the latter, like feeling like they don't belong in either Africa or America, and just like that gap, like especially in Eric Killmonger, like the main villain of the thing, and just his internal struggle. Guys, go watch it. That's it.
Go watch it. Okay, the third thing we want to talk about is the costumes, guys. Oh my goodness.
Ruth E. Carter, you are a gem. I salute you.
Did you see the Kente? Did you see the Kente?
No.
All the cities, all the countries were represented. Ghana, Nigeria, like Zimbabwe, like all these different countries had a piece of their culture.
Yeah.
And all came into this movie to make it what it was. Like literally, like the costumes were just amazing. It was so colorful, brought color to the movie. The cinematography was just like amazing.
And just like everything that was in the movie was inspired by a different place in Africa, which I just
and also like there was one tribe that had like a woman with like the red
clay hair. Yeah, it's like Namibia's him but woman. Like basically it's just parallels to real life, which I absolutely love. It wasn't just a movie, y'all.
It was deeper. Literally, if you actually it was deep.
What we absolutely loved as well was the distinctions between the tribes. Like, it moved away from the whole narrative of Africa is a country, because Africa is not a country. It's a continent, yo.
There's so many different countries inside.
So many different languages, so many different cultures, so many different cuisines, whatever. Everything is different. Even though they were distinctive tribes, they kept their unity. Like, it was all about like binding together every tribe, bringing something to the table.
Like, also like choosing the king as well. All the districts could bring someone to come and fight.
Challenge. It wasn't just a straight succession, you know. It was like, you need to be worthy to be the king. Like, me. Deep that.
The other thing that I want to talk about is how strong and powerful the women were. Can we get a clap for the women in the world, okay? Just clap for yourself, you know?
Denai, Lupita, Shuri, Angela Bassett, all your people.
All the women in the movie were just amazing. Can we just talk about how it wasn't just a color of black women who were just dark or just light. It was just a diversity of different black shades, and they made this movie so beautiful and just so like melanin was
rich. Was dripping.
Melanin was dripping in this whole movie. It wasn't just about men ruling women or women.
It wasn't submissiveness. No. Like Nakia was this like strong independent spy who didn't need saving from even T'Challa the Black Panther. Then you had Shuri the scientist, the innovator, the best in the field, and Wakanda. Like, and then you had Okoye who's like the leader of the Dora Milaje. Like, the king was being protected by women. Like, when did that ever happen?
What movie? Can you let me know?
Just take a minute.
No, so like the movie was just amazing. It just showed women in a different light, and we actually need that in this time. I feel like it should have been here. It should have
been in the making beforehand.
Yes, we needed this movie.
It's like a movie that you didn't know you needed until you saw it,
and you're just like,
thank you, Wakanda. Thank you, Wakanda. Is the women were able to be feminine and fierce at the same time. I was watching an interview and Danai was talking about that. I'm like, yes, because most of the time when a woman is fierce or strong, it's deemed as masculine, but like in this movie they just broke all that stereotypical
Exactly, and also about the whole
Rubbish.
women thing. They weren't like naked. There was no nudity or anything like that. They were covered. They were protected. They just showed women in a different light.
Yeah, they weren't sexually provocative.
Yeah.
They were just strong in their own self, and they were covered, and they were just
just doing their thing. You know, go women. We are strong. We are powerful. We are beautiful. Okay.
What we loved about the movie is that it broke cultural stereotypes, especially within the black community. So, for instance, right, there's this idea that black women are loud, they're brash, they're aggressive, and they're not knowledgeable, just speak just for speaking's sake. But these women were intelligent, they stood on their own 2 feet, they weren't ashamed of any aspect of themselves. Like, especially Okoye, she was rocking that bald head with pride.
I was just like, you know what, girl, go for it.
Do you know my favorite scene? When they go to Korea, right? And then she's about to fight, and my girl whips up the wig.
I just want to take this off. I just want to be in my own skin, doing my own thing, being confident, being proud. And she's just like, nah, you can have it. I'm gonna take this off.
She threw it in his face.
Oh, I feel like all the women had things that represented them. Like Nakia's natural hair was out. What's her name? Letitia?
Shuri.
Yeah. She had braids. The mother of T'Challa, she had dreads. Like, can we talk about all that beauty, all that lovely?
I never actually
braids,
did. That's so true.
Oh, it was just amazing.
They had all different types of like hair.
Of like different hairs that maybe in modern society we portrayed as, why do you have that? But they were just representing themselves for who they are.
So another thing that we loved about Black Panther is how the parents recognized their past mistakes. Firstly, with T'Challa's father, T'Chaka, who was the previous Black Panther and the previous king, like when he like visits him in the ancestral plane, he realizes that it was a mistake to have left Killmonger alone and not have brought him to Wakanda, because it created that barrier between them that inevitably turned him into that villain that he became, right? And also Killmonger's father, when these are pure spoilers, man. These are not spoilers.
Guys, before you watch this.
When Killmonger like reconnects with his father in the ancestral plane, his father realized that he's made his son the way he is now. Like, he fed so much hate for Wakanda and resentment into him that he became this twisted monster. Like, he had the best intentions, right? But it was just completely the wrong method. And I love that the parents like accepted that it was their fault. Like, cause in like many African societies, like the elders just are not wrong.
Exactly.
It's just they are
parents
right.
are never wrong.
No matter what, it's like, are you captain of this ship? Like,
no.
Do you own this house?
No.
So you think you're growing? Like,
No.
do you get what I mean? It was just so good to see, like, you know, the youth can also bring something to the table, and the youth can actually bring a fresh new perspective when the adults have maybe failed.
The next point we'd like to talk about is the fusion of the past, the present, and the future. So the fusion of the past, we're talking about how T'Challa, when he goes back to the ancestral place and confronts his dad, like, I'm sorry, but who is doing that in this day and age? Who? No one is doing that. Like, that just shows like us modern children that if you feel like there's something wrong that you're passionate about, go to your parents, talk to them about it, see what you can do. Like, he went back, confronted his dad, told him, you know what you did was so wrong. You've created this monster who's now coming into our land and destroying everything. No, we cannot do that. So I had to go back to Wakanda and sort what you have done. That was just so deep on so many levels.
The present was like T'Challa and him, like his succession to the throne, and him deciding he's going to be a different kind of king. It was like his own legacy. It wasn't to just become like his father or his fathers beforehand. It was like what he was going to do now that he had the mantle of king and Black Panther. And I really loved that.
And then future is about how Wakanda was going to like merge with other cities, other countries to give them their knowledge. Keep watching an interview, and Lupita was saying how Wakanda is about this place where you kind of see what countries in Africa could have been like if the colonizer had not colonized us. It just shows that if we had all these things, like if we had not in Ghana, our gold was not taken, being enslaved, would have had all of these resources to be making all these like technological advances. Like who, like what's
like, man, this is what we could have been.
Exactly. Suri, like healing the guy with technology. I mean,
in a day. What Western medicine could have taken like months to achieve, she did it in a day. Black Panther makes you think, what if? It's like, what if we hadn't went through all those struggles? Is this where Africa could have been? What we absolutely loved about the movie as well was the villain, surprisingly, because of his motivations. We didn't love that he was against T'Challa, because T'Challa's babe. Long live the king! But we understood the motivations of Killmonger, because he had just been so secluded from Wakanda that he didn't understand the sense of community and the sense of like family and just pride in your country. He was just so distant. Everything that he knew about Wakanda was secondhand. He didn't experience it, so he just had that resentment, like, why was I not included? Was I not good enough? And again, it's that disparity between Africans and African Americans, African and British Africans, just Africans are spread around the world who don't feel connected to their homeland. Now maybe after seeing this movie, they might be like, let me take a trip back, you know, like I want to reconnect with my roots.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And you know what, I feel like this movie has brought a lot of people closer. Like my dad was telling us, like in Ghana, like the movie theater, there were loads of people gathered, there was food, there was like communities are going out, going far and beyond to just get young people to come into the cinemas to see this great movie.
Yo, if you saw the video of the premiere in Accra, the people were banging drums, people were chanting, people coming out dressed in costumes, in like, their cultural attire, and it's not just Africans that are doing it. And we're watching a few of the interviews, and the cast was saying they went to like Korea and like just Japan and everything, and then the people were donning their traditional clothes to come and see the movie. Because I actually was brought to tears when I heard this. It was so emotional.
And literally, if you deep it, there's so many things he's trying to talk about. It says, bury me in the ocean with my ancestors.
No, take your time, take your time.
It says,
we need to feel this one.
Yeah, we need to feel this one. Smooth. Bury me in the ocean with my ancestors who jumped from ships because they knew death was better than bondage. Yeah.
Whew. I never actually like empathize or sympathize with a villain in any Marvel comic, in any movie, as much as Killmonger.
Yeah.
For real. Michael B. Jordan, you deserve a clap and a raise. Okay. What we absolutely loved about this movie was the humor.
It was so funny. There were so many little gems, so many little funny, humorous things that were just coming in, coming out. Like,
pop, 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 guys. What I do?
She's talking about T'Challa's shoes, and then she created a new one for him. It was so funny.
So
like,
funny.
Literally.
And then, oh my god, when she creates new shoes for him, she goes, because they're apparently like soundproof, so he can get away with anything. And he goes, I call them sneakers. Because get it? Sneakers. Get it? You get it. Another character was M'Baku. How funny was M'Baku? Yeah. Again, when the agent was trying to speak, and then he goes, you cannot speak here, else I'll feed you to my children. Oh my.
Actually, it was kind of significant a little bit. It was more like, you know how when like black people, we can't talk about black. It was more reverse. Sometimes like there's a lot of platforms where black people, black women, black men just don't have the voice, and the voice is never carries out. It's always silenced and stifled, and it was just really funny to see it flip the other way about. And then also M'Baku goes, when they're like all reconnecting and T'Challa's been, you know, reawoken with the heart-shaped herb, and then he goes, are you done now? That was so funny.
I just loved
when she whipped the wig off. That was hilarious as well. It was so funny.
She hit him and she threw it in his face. She didn't just throw it to the side. It was and then what we also loved is the cinematography side of it, just the shot of Wakanda, and you just saw all the animals just like galloping. That scene, I was like, okay, here we go again. No, but they lured you in. But you thought it was gonna be the typical, oh, Africa, the villagers, the cheetahs, the lions are coming at you now. Nah, but they tricked you, and then afterwards the futurism right
amazing.
There, Afro-futuristic in your face. It wasn't too like technology. It wasn't big. There were people actually living there. You got to see the towns, the little villages. It was the waterfall scenes.
That was so moving,
they were so magical. Beautiful.
Can we just do the little dance?
2,000 years later.
Yo, like I'm never gonna stop this. Just like I'm never gonna see someone like saying like utter rubbish. Like what you gotta say? What? The waterfall scene was so beautiful, and just all the different cultures coming together, all the different tribes watching the king be coronated, and then if there was a challenge, you know, just him just doing it, performing, showing it to them like, I am your king, I am worthy of being king. Panther. When the battle scene, and then they did that, and their cloths became their armor.
Yeah, that was amazing. So amazing.
Yo! And then finally, what we absolutely loved was the mystery. And this is like more linked to my Marvel fans out there, Marvel Cinematic Universe, who like a bit of sauce, yeah. So what we loved, right? Okay, right. There's so many questions in this movie. Will T'Challa be the last Black Panther? Because in case you didn't notice in the movie, Killmonger burns all the heart-shaped herbs. I've got one.
I've got a theory.
Oh,
they're gonna have a baby. The baby's gonna be the new Black Panther.
Nah.
Yeah.
No, but that was my second question though. Will Shuri ever become the Black Panther? Because you know in the comics, obviously that's her destiny. That's what she becomes, right? Was that gonna happen in yours? A little T'Challa gonna take that throw from her.
Yeah.
It also goes to show that Wakanda is where Bucky and Captain America, Stephen Rogers, that's where they were hiding out after Civil War, because you know things went a bit haywire there. And last but not the least, will the Infinity Stone be in Wakanda? Yo, we all wanted it to be in Wakanda. We all wanted to have at least a glimpse of it, and they did not mention in this movie at all. But if you see the trailer for Infinity War, I'm sure it is. You see that some of the action actually happens in Wakanda, and Thanos comes and invades Wakanda. So it only goes to show that Wakanda could have the last Infinity Stone. Vibranium could well be
the new thing.
Like, let me just take that, guys. There's something for everyone. For comic book fans, it just revives so many things that were considered dull or considered like unheard of. Like, for instance, another stereotype that a movie with a predominantly black cast cannot sell out.
Are you kidding me?
Hashtag #1 movie.
Exactly. Kudos to the director of the movie, the cast,
Ryan Coogler, like
costume, the makeup, everyone who put effort into making this movie what it was. Because honestly, we thank you. That's all I want to say to end this video. That we thank you guys so much for creating a movie for our generations and future generations. This is gonna go down in history as being one of the best Marvel, even not the best Marvel.
Their best as of let's just say that, because you know Black Panther 2 could like top that if it happened.
I actually don't know how they're gonna top this. Like, this movie has already like done a lot.
It's giving me chills, giving me shivers. It's giving me life. It snatched my edges, held my weave, braided my hair. Like, it's done everything for me.
Thank you so much for tuning in with us. We've had an amazing time doing this review of Black Panther. We watched the movie. We're literally going to watch the movie again tomorrow in 4DX. Yeah, we're so excited to go and see. Like, we hope you guys literally go and see. If you've not seen the movie already, make sure you watch it, get your own perspective of the movie. It's not overrated, guys. Go and watch it, have an open mind, just soak in all the little pieces of gems that come through. Just soak it all in, and we will see you guys next week. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share with everyone. Support our channel. We keep growing, and thank you guys so much for our last video. You guys are the best. We love you, and we will see you later. But first, there will be a disclaimer. There will be spoilers ahead. I don't know what I was meant to say. Don't freeze. I never freeze.
Wakanda forever. Hey,
Go ahead.
hey. Wakanda forever. Wakanda forever.
Wakanda.
Endeavor.
Wakanda.
Forever.
Wakanda.
What you think?
Wakanda.
What you think?
Wakanda.
Wakanda.
Wakanda. Wakanda forever.
Guys, we need to have a handshake. Got you. Ooh, ah, ooh, ah. Ooh, ah, ooh, ah. Crocodile. Who let the dogs out? Eagle. Yeah.